Rapist be my children. It has been the law of life. You say yo. Okay, continue to see. Rapist, I say yo. Reaction. Yo. FIFA. You see, don't be your FIFA. You see, your FIFA. Aluta. Comrades and friends, progressive journalists, militant, stalwart, intellectual paragon of Africa, big girls, Africa oldest, depositor of consciousness, the Revolutionary Vanguard Unification Party. Permit me with a little latitude to bring you a warm revolutionary greetings from the Baba Watafa, the Sheikh Khalif, the man who presided over the Territorial Police Bureau, Territorial Central Committee, General Congress of the Revolutionary Vanguard Unification Party. Also permit me to introduce or recognize the presence of the most powerful among the campuses of the University of Liberia, in presence of Kombe Lila, Kombe teacher Benu, Q Kamara Q Benu. Comrades, progressive journalists, people of the states, women and children in Liberia, today we have a summon to respond to a sounding, to respond to an issue today that is faced and circulating within our state today. We start still responding to the rape case between Manda. Comrades, we have a summon to respond to J. Brian Magay for intentionally raping a 14-year-old girl, which is an affront to women and children in this country. Oh yeah, comrade, it is a gross violation to the law of Liberia for a child to be sexually exploited. So today we will respond through the Bureau of Women Affairs. And comrade are interested to know in appliance or compliance to the law of Liberia. Besides the panel law of Liberia, we make you to understand that chapter 14, section 14.17 will tell you that a state where a child is sexually exploited is a gross violation, in that law state that such person or such personality should not be purporting and masquerading around here. In so doing, my girl should be detained and being for the custody or custody while trials and all legal proceedings are ongoing. But today, we are witnessing my girl parading and masquerading in freedom, which is a gross violation to the state and the law of this country, and also to the international human rights law. Comrades, people washing in and out of Liberia, today we have found to stand. We won't stand tall against rape. We will stand tall against injustice. And today the bureaus of women affairs are assembled to stand against injustice. That reminds me when Dr. Martin Luther King once said, peace is not merely the absence. Manda. Peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice. So the 14-year-old girl that make traumatized and stigmatized must be self-justice. And in that light, my girl must be detained. He should be in police custody. A medical report is a sufficient evidence that the madam was tampered with. So my girl must be held accountable for her actions. In compliance with the law, such acts is a first, a statutory rape case. That case should be handled in compliance with the law. If my girl is not above the law, he is not above the law. My girl is not above the law. Not even his position is in government. My girl should be held accountable for his actions. My girl should be facing the law at this point in time, not to be masquerading, not to be parading in arrogance. This is a gross violation against women and children rights. For so long we have been silent. For so long we have been keeping mute. It's not because we cannot stand for our own rights, but it's because the law must take its course. But when the law refuses to take its course, the people themselves will stand for their own justice. Comrades, people watching in and out of Liberia, we have come again. We were here once and we are here again. If Mr. Bwaka government cannot serve the 14-year-old child and her family justice, we will take justice in our own hands. Oh yes, that was Martin Luther King saying justice anywhere is a church of justice everywhere. If we cannot serve for justice, we will declare our own justice. Commerce! I'm not the official spokesperson here today to address the media and the people of Liberia concerning the rape case against a 14-year-old child. I'm only a messenger that have come to usher in the official spokesperson that will give you an official statement concerning an issue that is resonating within our country. We say enough is enough of rape. Our girls should have freedom in school. Our girls should have freedom of movement, not to be raped around if those perpetrators work with impunity. So comrades, on the light, I would like to reduce my intellectual heart because today is not an intellectual day. It's not a normal intellectual day. We are just come to warn Mr. Bwaga that we were here, tell a time that we were here, daughter, and we are still here again to check his recklessness. A recklessness where minister people holding top position, taking advantage of our women and children in this country. So comrades, I would like to narrow down my eyes and usher in the most powerful one of the campuses of the University of Liberia, the madam whose courage is equivalent, whose courage is equal to Winnie Mandela of South Africa. The madam whose courage can beat and lay down Katumu Bwaga down. A madam whose courage can lay down Yomi Kanka Lawrence down. This is the madam that I'm about to introduce. She's not as easy a madam within this country. Oh yeah, comrades. So comrades, I would like to usher in come leader, come teacher, come mentor, Beruku Kamara, the our head of the Presidium Bureau of the Student Unification Party. Manda. 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 Yo. Vanga pate. Yo. Yo. Vanga pate. Yo. Vanguard Student Unification Party, University of Liberia, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Press statement for immediate release. The Women's Presidium of the Student Unification Party condemns the United Party government's placatory suspension of Deputy Youth and Spokes Minister J. Bryant Mangale. Demands his arrest within 24 hours. Calls for a speeded and impartial investigation. Comrades and compeers, intellectual militant scholars, ideological chicanos, battle-tested guerrillas, evangelists of Massocratic gospel, torch bearers of social justice, academic freedom, and peace. Market women, auction girls, street vendors, and the larger exploitation of Liberian society. Manda. Members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we bring you undiluted revolutionary greetings from the inner sanctum of radical militant Pan-African consciousness of the uncompromising and ever-potent ruling Vanguard Student Unification Party. Sir. Comrades and friends, the women of the Vanguard Student Unification Party seizes this critical moment in our nation's history to categorically reject the superficial suspension of Deputy Youth and Spokes Minister J. Bryant Mangale. We refuse to dignify with applause the hallowed gesture of suspending a suspected rapist. Manda. Mr. Barker's administration has infamous as a government of suspension, symbolic, toothless, and theoretically staged for public pacification. To the politically naive, suspension may resemble justice, or SUP, through ex-vibrant women's presidium, will never permit the incompetent and morally bankrupt United Party regime to indoctrinate and manipulate the Liberian people with such an empty optics. Manda. We are exhausted by Mr. Parker's recycled suspension clinches and insultingly predictable dramatic masquerading as governance. A regime that shouts about suspension from the rooftop but stays mute and motionless when it comes to persecution is not a government. It is a political circus act, shamelessly dumbling in performative governance while real justice is trampled underfoot. Comrades, due to immense public outcry, the Bataku government reluctantly and disingenuously suspended Mr. Mangale, not because they believe in social justice, nor in the protection of women and children from depraved predators, not because they are guardians of women's dignity, and certainly not because they care about cultivating a morally upright society. Rather, they are there out of sheer political self-preservation, seeking only to share their parochial interest from the wrath of public scrutiny. These better-driven opportunists and intellectual bankrupt scholars who
of social economists, they spear engulfing the Liberian masses, where temperature will boil over or dissipate into silence.
Yo, Mr. Baka, I feel the Liberian people say yo. Mr. Baka, lying. Sorry, we're gonna be rapping the people say yo.
We are aware of the mounting pressures exerted by social forces within a homeland, and desperate to feel a sense of justice. The government reactionarily throws the alleged criminal under the bus, rather than acting with the urgency the situation demanded. Mr. Baka, revealing the regime's habitual reluctance to confront wrongdoing.
You say yo, my game will be jail and I say yo.
When it implicates one of their own. On this basis, SUP cannot and will never endorse this marks of castrated administration fumbling to contain a spiraling crisis and salvage its corridor public image. The nature of a 30-year-old allegedly raping 14 years old is a felony under the amended Penal Code section 14.7, which is not bearable.
Yo, my girl looking at 50 years old man, I say yo.
Comrades and friends, meanwhile, the Women's Presidium of the Student Unification Party sends a resounding message to the pink-lipped Rogan Ross impersonator, a TikTok celebrity, a Marco Tree Casino coyote masquerading as Inspector General of Police. None other than Godway investigation is ongoing common. The so-called law enforcement officer is first a master of spin, commerce. Second, a philosopher of chicanery. And third, an apostle of flattery.
TikTok say yo.
Whose theoretical display serves as a nothing more than a smoke screen for a vast and all-encompassing incompetence. In plain terms, comrades and friends, this comical figure is a simulacrum perfectioner and a no real grasp of his duty.
Yo, you don't know how to do CFP, say yo. They want TikTok, say yo.
This buffoon is utterly bereft of any understanding of professional policing and genuine police reform. He is intellectually alienated from his and even the foundational principle of law enforcement and criminal justice. Devoid of the intellectual and administrative wherewithal required for leadership, the Liberian National Police under his watch has been reduced to a national embarrassment.
Yo, Gaga, come on, I reduce the police to TikTok. I say yo. What they do TikTok? Say yo.
Scared of even a share of public respect, Government Commons' only known expertise lies in gambling and in harassing peaceful students activists who so demand is the reopening of the University of Liberia under a profound condition and environment. Our leader of who resides in a golden pattern of African freedom fighters, Papa Thomas Sankara, once declared an immutable truth. A soldier without any political or ideological training is a potential criminal.
Yo, Bravo Como is a potential criminal. Say yo.
The uniform today utterly fails to comprehend why ideologically grounded students resist entrenched systemic vices within the academic theory through mass mobilization. Instead of engaging with the political substance of student activism, he defaulted to the use of primitive, brute force, public dissent rather than confronting corruption. Yet, the same men lacks the courage, the conviction, and moral clarity to arrest a rapist in J. Brian Mangel, who stands accused of raping a 14-year-old girl. Such a selective enforcement is not only a coward, it is a criminal complicity in disguise.
Yo, they are all conspiring against the law. Yo.
If it is to be genuine, must be dispensed without fear or favor, irrespective of position, title, or social standing. Were it a poor, powerless citizen that accused of such a dreadful and unspeakable crime, by individual who have already been languishing behind bars without the rushway of due process or delay. The swiftness with which Google Command means out punitive measure is out ruthless.
Manda.
Yet, the stakes shift and accused is a politically connected figure composed like a cheap aluminum fork snatched by a gluttonous imbecile at a basket poke out.
Manda.
In light of this castigate double standard, the Women's Presidium of the Revolutionary Vanguard Student Unification Party ultimatum to the Liberian National Police: apprehend, restrain, and incarcerate the physical body of J. Brian Mangel.
Yo, he's supposed to be SUP. He said, yo.
Nothing short of a full and lawful arrest will be tolerated. We reject the sort of suspension, a cosmetic and diversionary maneuver designed to sedate public outrage. Should this matter be known, the Women's Presidium will not hesitate to galvanize women of this nation. Because when the state abdicated, most especially women and children, it is the people who must rise to defend justice.
Yo, we stand for our own justice. Yo. Mr. Baka and Gaga, come on, justice. Yo.
When the state, especially one of the neo-colonial areas, structurally predisposed to do, it becomes the revolutionary duty of pickets to rise in defense of the people and their children. Comrades, as we did on April 14, 1970, the militants of the chose the side of the oppressed, not because it was easy
Manda.
But because cowardice does not cause true. When we fight for those whose hands are too tight. But courage is not rooted in vanity, but in conviction, bravery, sharpened by love. A hostile architecture of social injustice. In addition, we demand a full, independent, and expedient investigation and wrongdoing. We challenge Mr. Baka and his justice minister to move beyond their ritualistic platitude and fast track the process. But as a genuine pursuit of justice. I did banded about impress statement. It must be demonstrated, made tangible.